So guys, let me tell you guys one thing I have actually failed to understand. Why is every African woman marrying a white man? And it is not the fact that they are marrying white men that is even annoying and perturbing. That is not it. If you have decided to marry a white man, marry a presentable white man. Marry a white man with money. Marry a white man we can look at and say, okay. Why are you marrying nonsense? Why are you marrying a madman from the USA that used to be in the mental hospital? Then he escaped from the mental hospital and came to Africa, booked his first flight to Africa. That is that you have decided to settle with. As per why? Why? Is it because we want half-caste kids? What are you looking for? Like, guys, I don't understand it. I have failed to understand it. Do I sound like I'm ranting? Yes, I am. Because it doesn't make any type of sense at all. I just saw this girl from Nigeria on TikTok. She just got married to this man. The man has never even smiled in any of her videos. Then, allegedly, this man is a rapist abroad, wherever he's coming from. He has married before in Kenya and the wife divorced him. Why are you people marrying this man? Why? Why would you marry a poor colonizer? Why would you marry a poor colonizer? As per what are you going through in life? What are you going through in life that you'd be marrying a poor white man? Why are you even talking to poor white men? Eh? Somebody was mad in the USA. Somebody was mentally unstable. He was just released from prison. He got his $300 or $200. You know, flights from there to here for them are very cheap. He got his $200, $300, came to Africa with $1,000 like this. Came to settle in Africa. And now you're just seated on this man's chest very happy. Why would you put your ancestors in that situation? Why would you put your ancestors in that situation? Now your ancestors are just rolling in the grave because you have decided to marry poor white man. Why? Why, my sister? Explain. Why are you with a poor white man? Why are all of you? Oh my God, guys, I'm frustrated on you people's behalf. Like, I don't know. I'm too frustrated on you people's behalf. Like, what do you mean? You're marrying a poor... Oh God, wow. Wow, has it reached to this? Are we that desperate to marry white people? Why? Why? As per why?
I just be really confused about black women that date white men and y'all be getting dogged out. What's even worse is when I see black women dating white men and the white man is poor. In my book, the only way and only logical way as a black woman that you're dating a white man is that you're living the soft life completely. And he is very well off or very well established. To go to a white man and get treated bad by your oppressor is just downright dumb as hell. And to be dating a white man and he's broke, you're dumb as hell. You're dumb as hell. Because that means you're not even dating a smart white man. You're dating a white man that doesn't even know how to use his white privilege. Bitch, you're dumb. You're dumb. And I'm judging, period. I'm judging.
Hello guys, my name is Clinton, and again I'm here talking about this issue of interracial marriages. But there's a problem. Why are black women dating white broke men? So this is the discussion that you want to talk about in this video. That is the biracial, or let's say the interracial marriages. But again, I want to say that interracial marriages does not support the idea of these collective things that you have heard from these.
I will always be confused by the black woman who ends up in a relationship with a broke white man. Like, why? Like, I get the train of thought and black love that leads us to the different ways of manifesting this building up in a relationship. But when you go to date specifically a white person of European descent that should have the white privilege of the colonizer spirit that exists in their family lineage to uplift themselves in this capitalistic society, how do you end up paying for the nicer things? Because that man couldn't even take you down to the brewery? And please don't confuse me for one of the sprinkle girls. Like, I just seen this young, pretty black woman on my For You page finding out that the white man she was in a relationship a year and a half with was messing around with other women. Most of them being other high-earning black women. And they were providing his lifestyle. There is just something so deeply nefarious about a white man convincing you that he needs to be built up and he is not in graduate school. That man's not in law school. He's not in medical school. How you date a white man and the first time he went to New York was with a trip you financed? There's just something that the whiteness should be providing that I'm at a loss for here. My God.
Now, I want to talk about a more useful discussion, which is why some black women choose white partners, including white men who may not be wealthy, right? And I took away my time and I got away with several factors.
Ladies, this one is for you. So we have thousands of you in our inbox and you're all looking for white men. Well, I'm going to tell you, don't date a white man just for status. A white man is not going to change your life. We are just the same as a black guy. A white man can be broke. A white guy can cheat. A white man can have a wife and pretend he is not married so he can have another girlfriend. So we are exactly the same as the black race. So please do not come in my inbox saying you just want a white guy because you think your life will change just by dating this white guy. It won't. A lot of white guys are broke. A lot of white guys are cheaters. So this is what I've come on here to say today to you ladies especially, because a lot of you are in our inbox and your life will not change just by dating a white guy. So thank you, take care, and we are going live in 10 minutes.
I can't date a white man who earns less than me because you have white supremacy on your side and you're still poor.
I think being a black woman and being with you as a white man, that really exacerbated my feeling of having to be on all the time because I've only been with black men, really. The men that I grew up with, even if I didn't date them, they were a certain type of guy, like a tough guy. Yeah. You know, a hard guy. What'd you say to me, bitch? Kind of guy. Because you're not like that. I felt like I had to adopt those hyper masculine traits. And that put me in a place where I felt like I had to be hard for myself, for my own protection, because you weren't hard to the world. And that wasn't something that computed to me. And I think that being with you made me feel like I had to be even more hard because it's like, you're not going to notice when I walk into a place and I'm getting looks because I'm black, or you might not notice all the microaggressions.
Over time, that's something I'm definitely aware of, and making sure that you feel comfortable in those situations. And if, you know, we need to leave or if we need to get out of a situation because you're feeling uncomfortable, like, I'm totally open to that. Just being more aware in that sense. That took some time.
Compatibility often matters more than income. Like, you find that many people, regardless of race, they prioritize shared values. They prioritize kindness. They prioritize emotional support. They prioritize similar life goals. They also prioritize stability and peace in the relationship, right? And a person may choose a partner who earns less if they feel respected, if they feel loved, and if they feel understood. So, you know, there's also about the expanding dating options. Like, you find that some black women date internationally because they want to expand their dating pool rather than limiting themselves to one racial group. Like, their choices is often about finding accountable partner, not specifically seeking a white man, right? Then there's about the rejection of stereotypes. Like, there is a stereotype that women only want wealthy men, and in reality, many women marry men who are still building their careers, who are still pursuing education, who are still earning average incomes, right? And this is where we want to talk about in this problem. Like, why is this happening? Like, you find that in most cases in Africa, like the African women, they only want to date the white man. That they will get easily enticed with a white man more than a black woman, a black man, right? So there's about the family and social environment. You find that people frequently marry those who they met through school, through work, through neighborhoods, through religious communities, and through social circles. But again, there is online dating, right? And you find that many women, if they want to get rich, they automatically go for a white man. But instead of getting into a white man who is rich, they end up getting into a white man who is broke, right? And this is something that is also bringing out concern. So if someone lives or works in a predominantly white environment, they are naturally more likely to form a relationship with white partners, right? But that's how it is. Then there's about the different relationship expectations. Like you find that some women report that they feel more compatible with certain cultural attitudes, or let's say the communication styles. Whether those perceptions are accurate, they vary from one person to another. But personal experience often shape a dating experience. Now, my word for this video is that it is easy for online discussion to focus on extreme, like examples such as videos which are featuring black women supporting financially struggling white man, or a white woman supporting a struggling black man. And social media also usually amplifies unusual stories because they generate a strong reactions. So in reality, most people are simply looking for a partner who treats them well, who contributes to the relationship and shares a vision for the future. And rest alone rarely explains why someone chooses a partner, or let's say a particular spouse. And income is only the factor among many, right? So what do you think about? Do you think it is right for black women to date a broke as white man?